small area with beach trees. From the Middle Ages until 1805, this was actually royal hunting ground. So it was only the king and the friends of the king who was allowed to hunt in this area. And the main target for this hunt was deer, but also moose and roe deer and other game. Today, of course, anyone can visit this area in accordance to the Swedish right of public access. So, as you know, you can roam about in the nature. You just follow the two very simple rules: don't disturb, don't disturb. You take your garbage with you back home when you have been on picnic and so on. This is actually very important for the outdoor recreation in this part of Sweden. So, in 1 year, about 400,000 visitors come to Omberg. And all seasons, summer, autumn, winter, you can also go for some skiing. There are some places with rather good skiing. Our governor in Linkoping has tried now for about 10 years to get the parliament to make this area to a natural park, but he has not succeeded yet in a way. Now we're at a small place called Ostergotland, and we'll make just a short stop, because yesterday I promised you to show you one of those glaciation formations, an esker, formed by the melting land ice. So, short stop here at Stockholm. Imagination, because yeah, no, not billion years ago, only 11,000 years ago. About 150 meters in that direction, behind that red small house, we have land, the border or the limit of the land ice. So much of it had melted off, so it stood here over this mountain. And in this direction, enormous amounts of melting water flushed out, right here in this direction. And with that water, also a lot of small sand particles, clay, small rocks, big rocks, and everything just flushed out with this big river, with this ice-cold melting water from this enormous ice. Maybe 200-300 meters high, this border of the ice in that direction. And when this material then came in this direction, and the speed of this river got slower and slower, more and more of this material then sedimented on the ground, and slowly a small ridge was built up here. And this kind of glaciation formation is called an esker. An esker. So we walk along the esker, and you will see that it's not so impressive on this side, but much more. Well, you see it more obvious on that side when we get a little bit further on. So up on the esker.
wild or planted?
They are planted. Because from about 1850 till 1930, this was used as a place for experimental plantations with a lot of trees from other countries. So you can find the trees from North America, from Siberia, from Romania, a lot of different places here on this mountain. That was the beginning of the modern Swedish forestry, actually. They tried to develop more productive species on them. So, it's not so high on that side, but much more on this side, as you can see, this esker. This is just a small one. In Finland, for instance, you can find ridges like this, 40, 50 meters high and several kilometers long.
Is that what is in the middle of the Tampere?
Yes, that's one of them. It can be some sort of moraine hill, but probably it's an esker. And often in Sweden you find these ridges oriented in north-south direction, but here it's in westward direction, so it's not according to the book, actually, this one. But it's built in the same way, by this melting water flushing out in the first. Oh, now you have seen an esker.
And is this soil is more fertile than other parts?
No, not really, because it's more with the structure of it inside, with the biggest rocks in the bottom and the smaller particles on the top. So it's some sort of it's sorted by the water. So the heaviest particle will stop first, and the smaller ones then later on. So it's a sketch over there of how it's built inside, so you can take a look at that as well.
他们那后面我所有的东西写了中文上面，我不知道这个看不懂。When the water flooded. 能看懂一点，厉害！我们学了一下。
So it's not solid; it's this loose material. The more solid ridges, they are maybe 500 million years old. This one is only 11,000 years old. Just a small child in a geology. So, back to the back.